Okay, now for the paper 2, right, if you remember, we actually have a paper not completed yet. We're supposed to finish it. So for last lesson, not last week, last lesson when the girls came, right, we went through, remember, even for the boys, you should have this paper with you. So if you look at it, okay, this paper is the recent one that we did, whereby it's the one about this English, London and German one. Do you remember? Okay, so everybody should have it. Now if you don't have it, it's okay. Same, take a foolscap paper to answer the question and bring it back during lesson so that we can go through. Can? Now let's look at the passage. We are left with only section C. So are you ready? Let me make it bigger. Set out in April 2012, the pre-release program was conceptualized after studying systems in Canada and New Zealand. The Singapore Prison Service and Singapore Corporation of Rehabilitative Enterprises announced that for hardcore drugs offenders with a higher risk of reoffending, the last 10 months of their sentence will be spent at the pre-release center as part of their journey. So you see in paragraph 1, they say that this pre-release center is not for everybody, They purposely leave it for more hardcore drugs offender. Now the question is here, why is it that they leave it for more hardcore drugs offender? Think about it, because if they have done very bad things before, correct, they are more prone to doing it again. So they might have a higher chance of becoming a criminal again. This is why they actually leave this pre-release center, whereby it's not a lot, I would say. There isn't many centers like this in Singapore. Okay, we might have maybe two prison, one very big prison, but the center can only accumulate or accommodate quite a small number of people. That's why. So continue first now. In-care counselors keep closely in touch with the aftercare caseworker to ensure the smooth transition from the pre-release program to the mandatory aftercare scheme. So mandatory task that is compulsory. The 10-month-long pre-release program pulls together the existing counseling, vocational training, vocational means job, occupational, and team building scheme to empower high-risk inmates to break the chain of reoffending upon their release. Since then, 76 inmates have successfully completed the programs and walked outside the prison wall with no sign of reoffending to date. So currently 76 have succeeded, and it was set up in 2012, Currently, there are 300 inmates undergoing the program with new monthly cohort of about 36 inmates. In the first month of orientation during the pre-release program, inmates will meet their family members for an open visit for the very first time. Unlike the usual video conference and letter writing interaction, these inmates and their family members will assemble in a room and interact freely. Now, the word interact freely is very important. Why? Normally, when they visit, right, they can only write a letter. Or, when they visit, they have to look through each other through a screen or through this isolation thingy. But here, they are given a room. They have the privacy, they can have the ability to hold, to hug. They are not being restricted. This is one thing that they do to make them feel more normal, okay? Now, a total of 4 open visits spread over the 10-month program will be granted. For many of them who have not been in contact with their family members for a long time, hugging their child is an emotional moment in itself. Many of them break down and cry, as some of them have not even seen their kin for 4 or 5 years. The program will kick off with the inmates' pledge of commitment to change for their family, which is certainly more powerful than simply pledging to change for themselves. Why? Why is it more powerful than changing for themselves? Because family, they will give them a sense of belongingness. The family will make them feel wanted. They will have the responsibility towards the family. So that's why they will feel like, I have to become a better person for the family. Now, caseworker will also work with family members to update them on their beloved one and motivate the inmates. The pre-release program has 3 phases, where prisoners will be given different color uniforms for each phase. After the first month of orientation, inmates will get blue uniform instead of their typical prison gap. So the first step is that when they give them uniform, right, it makes them feel different, like how they're in a prison, okay? And the orientation will only last for 1 month, but after that, this blue uniform will be worn for 3 months. The first phase will be called the rehabilitation. During this phase, inmates will be exposed to therapeutic intervention. So they go for therapy, they go for sessions to improve self-esteem, that means to gain their confidence. right? Not only that, they will do experiential learning. That means they will do hands-on learning to develop interpersonal skills. So they learn how to talk to other people. Now pay attention to the words I use, because all these words, when you do summary later, you can substitute them. Now next one, in third month phase, the second phase already, inmates will get new green uniform. While the strict discipline remains, inmates will find themselves in a new cell within the pre-release center that featured coloured walls with painting of nature and motivational quote. So now not only do they get to learn and participate in more things, they get to move out of their old cell, those white walls, metal bars, and go to this colourful place to make them feel more like they are associating with the outside world now. Okay? Inmates will also develop their competence and proficiency in English, math, culinary skill, logistic handling, warehousing, and food and beverages. Now, later when they ask for what are some of the things they do in the summary, right? Please don't list out English, mathematics, all these things. They are all considered skills. So you can just talk about how they get to learn, they get to enhance their skills to help with future employment. This will be done in tandem with sessions to help the inmates to break through their criminal mindset and realize their self-worth. Now, realize self-esteem means self-confidence. Self-worth means how positively you view yourself. It's two different things. The third and final phase is the phase of renewal with the color yellow signifying a new day. That's why we have yellow ribbon, right? Now here, inmates will be prepared for their release and empowered to plan their graduation ceremony and recreational competitions such as basketball or badminton themselves. Same, basketball, badminton, all these are considered activities. As a person begins to grow in his rehabilitative journey, he becomes responsible and more autonomy is given to him. Now, what's the meaning of autonomy? Autonomy is more like power, freedom. He has the rights to do more things. He doesn't have to always, listen to people now. So he's giving more allowance, I would say, okay, to have the freedom to decide. And he realizes more about himself. He's able to transform himself later on in life. New facilities such as sink, open cabinets, and shelf will also be provided in their cell. As more facilities are put in place, the inmates begin to realize that he is normalizing himself and will move out of society soon, move into society soon. Now, facilities such as sink, open cabinets, right? So instead of using the word facilities, if they want you to change in some writing, the best is to change with what? It starts with A1. It's amenities. Okay? Now, their identity will begin to change, and the transformation of identity is a very powerful process, making the whole environment very therapeutic. So the whole passage is not difficult. Let's look at the question. So I'm going to scroll all the way down to the question. Ignore this one. We've already done text 2 already. Okay. So now, for those of you in Express, I told you, right, that normal acad doesn't mean it's something that you don't learn at all. Okay, and this is the week we do normal acad. Next week, we're going to go back to Express already. So make use of this week also. Same. For this one, it's similar to your text 2 last question, right, for the Express student. You have to find out, instead of the emotion, they want you to give a summary. Now, what did I teach you before? The easiest and the fastest is to read the first sentence and the last sentence first. If you can get the answer from the first and last sentence, that's good. But some of you really need to read it over and over again. It's okay. There is sufficient time to read it over and over again. Next one. Now, question 16. From paragraph 2, give a word that has the same meaning as persistent. Okay, persistent, you should know. Persistent means what? Not giving up, continuous, all these things. Don't forget to put your quotation mark, please. From paragraph 3, explain how communicating with the family is different during the pre-release programs. So this one is giveaway. Just explain before pre-release, how do they communicate with their family? Letter lah, video, all these things. And during the pre-release, what do they do now? They're given a room, and what do they get to do? 18. According to paragraph 3, why do many inmates break down and cry emotionally? This one. This is the word according to paragraph 3. So please don't anyhow list out a point for me. You must refer back to paragraph 3. That part in paragraph 3 that causes inmates to break down and cry. Which part is it? Is it because they get more freedom, more autonomy? Is it because of their family? So read paragraph 3 first. Again, according to paragraph 3, how will caseworker help inmates to keep their commitment? And then summary, last week we went through before already. Okay, so please don't tell me you don't know how to do it. Last week we went through the summary, remember, but we didn't write it out. I told you that we will highlight, okay, so that when we write it out, it's easier for you. So that's all for the lesson actually. So please do it. It is compulsory, not optional, because it's considered last Sunday lesson, okay? We do not have time to waste anymore, children. We only have 2.5 months. It's going to be your exam soon. And after that, you can take a break, okay? So buck up, especially for the Sec 2, this year is your subject selection year. For the Sec 3 and the Sec 4, like Ethan, buck up, you have been improving a lot. Ken, you earn also, Good. So now you can recap and look through this video again. Okay, refer to the question and try to do it all by yourself. Okay, how do I stop the video? Wait, let me find a way to stop the video now.